Welcome to F1 2017. Today is Thursday. I've managed to get the game a day early, which is nice. Yeah, we're going to be starting off with a career. There's different modes on here: Grand Prix, multiplayer, time trial, event, and championships. Obviously, with the classic cars, which we might touch on in other videos. But this is mainly going to be a career mode. I did start one with Sauber, but I'm going to restart it. New career. Thank you very much. And yeah, we'll crack straight onto career mode then. Here I am then. Everything is pretty much the same. Nice new helmet, I think, as well. And we'll register the details. And yeah, we'll jump with the Sauber team. I did have a career on F1 2016 before I lost my account, unfortunately. And I was quite tired of whether to be McLaren or Sauber on this because they are fairly even, to be honest. Yeah, okay, McLaren's a little bit better, but we know that McLaren have got awful straight line speed and reliability. So I'm going to go with Sauber and sort of revive my F1 2016 career mode. And I do like the Sauber. It was a really, really pretty car as well. And it'd be nice to try and get them up the order as best as we can. So we'll choose Sauber. Our teammate will be Verline. I don't think anyone will go into Sauber and choose Ericsson as their teammate because, well, no one likes Ericsson. So we'll start the career of Sauber then, and then now we'll sort out the structure for the weekend. Short qualifying we'll do, formation lap we'll have on as well. Race starts manual, race 1 distance. Now, I did do 25% last time. And the races were pretty fast and frenetic, and I think we'll keep it 25%. Difficulty, I'm going to be Legends like I was, I think, on the other one as well as Legends. I don't know whether to do 100 or 95. I think we go 90. Can we change difficulty? I think we can change the difficulty. But we'll stick with 98. Yeah, we'll go 98, see what that's like then. And hopefully that'll be okay. Right, okay then, so, I've got to go back a bit. There was another screen as well. Oh no, that ain't going to work. So I don't know what that was, unfortunately. Weekend tyre allocation. Balanced, should we go balanced? Yeah, we'll stick with balanced. Short qualifying, 25%, we know. Preferences, okay, race settings. Flashbacks off, park firmate on, thank you very much. Vehicle damage simulation, just for a laugh. Safety car on. Corner cutting we'll leave on regular because I want half a chance at this. Formation that we'll have on, and race starts as manual. The assists, everything is off apart from medium traction control. So no braking assist, no anti-lock brakes, gearbox is manual, pit assist and pit release assist is also off. And weather, time and day obviously is dynamic and official. So we'll start the session then, and this will be it, straight into career mode. First round at Australia. I've been told there's like more cutscenes and stuff like that, and there's more interaction and more things to look out for as well. And the R&D stuff has also been massively updated, which I'm very, very interested to do. So I'll just wait for this loading screen to disappear before we, I don't know what would be the first thing. We'll be in the garage straight away, or meet the engineer or something, or say hello to teammate, I don't know what. Yep, it's a cutscene. So walking up the steps to is it the hospitality suite? No, Emma Jenkins. Oh, there's one of the bosses, I think. Emma Jenkins then. This is the agent that we had in F1 2016, and she's dyed her hair. Is that me, the client, or someone else? I don't know. So she's on the phone at the moment, so we'll have a quick look around the office. There's a nice cut of pictures there. Very nice. Sunny weather in Australia as well, which is always nice. So we'll listen to our agent, see what she's got to say. You're welcome. Okay. Very nice. Okay. The invitational events, this would be like, I heard about this, you get invited to drive some classic cars in some different scenarios. Thank you, I'm going to need it. Definitely been told that the handling model is a little bit different, and it's just a bit more realistic, this game, which is always nice. It's nice to be as realistic as possible. So a new contract. Dear Alex, welcome to Sauber F1 team, blah 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 blah. Second driver alongside Verline. We expect you to work together to help develop the car and the team as quickly as possible. Now let's get out there and win some points. Yeah, okay, we'll try our best. So we'll look around then. This is the hospitality suite. Laptop and phone is here. Some nice oranges and a bottle of water, and it's a little different from what it used to be. First of all, there's no roof, so we'll be a bit buggered if it rains, but it's nice and sunny, so that's quite nice. So we'll have a look at the old lappy top then. This has changed a little bit then. Laptop introduction. Within this laptop you can manage your career whilst off the track. Yeah, we know that. So dry conditions on track. Tyre update is a balanced one, we know that. What's this screen? Vehicle management. Ah, this is interesting now. This is when everything comes into reliability of the car. So then, oh, this is long. There are 6 component types which make up the power units as a whole. Each component type has its own vulnerabilities which contribute to wear. So driving style and circuit type will be key factors in how long each component can last. Blah 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 blah. Component lifespan can be drastically improved through purchasing the R&D upgrades in the durability department. As per the official regulations, there are 4 instances of each component type to last the season. These can be freely swapped between sessions or in some cases even during sessions, but doing so, will have a time cost. Should the need for additional components arise, more can be requested but result in a grid drop penalty. Ah, right, okay, so if we get through everything and we need new bits, we basically have to take penalties. So the expected lifespan of the power unit is only 94 laps. Oh my god, we may very well be oh dear, that's not good at all. 94 laps, Jesus. Well, 25% with practice and qualifying. Oh, we might be ended swapping parts out after maybe 2 or 3 races. So we've got the ICU of the internal combustion engine, which is the main core of the engine. You'll see that on the right hand side highlighted in green. MGUK, MGUH, the energy store, the turbocharger and the electronics for the engine. So we've got 4 of them and we can choose whichever one we like, and they're all at 0%, brand new. This is the gearbox. We get 4 of them as well. Wear will be added to that, and it's obviously the weekend tyre allocation, and these are just the the tutorials for all the various things to do in the practice session. So we've got to practice 1 now, and we'll get out on track and see what we can do. Right, so here we are in the garage here. We'll have a quick look around. Not much to see really, to be honest with you. Setup, I do have a setup. I've tweaked a little bit, so we will load that setup for McLaren actually, which is a bit strange, but never mind. It seems all pretty nice, and yeah, toes are a bit different, suspension's a bit different as well. Loads of brakes, all of the brakes. So yeah, we've got a setup there anyway. Hopefully it will work for us. We'll go straight to the timing screen then. Yeah, we know we've got another practice bits to do. Thanks, Jeff. Right, so this is the oh, shut up, Jeff. Right, these are the practice programs. There's 5 now to do instead of 3. Track acclimatisation, tyre management and qualifying pace I recognise straight away as off the last game. Fuel saving is a new one, so you've probably got to the fuel management program tests the driver's ability to save fuel by lifting and coasting whilst maintaining a competitive overall lap time. So there'll be a delta time to try and beat, and at the same time try and save fuel. That seems pretty self-explanatory. And race strategy. The race strategy practice program is designed to benchmark your car's tyre wear and fuel usage in order to help the team build a personalised race strategy for you. So again, there's the test requires you to complete up to 5 laps of a circuit at a normal race pace, and yeah, they'll work out your ideal race strategy, which 25% will probably be the 2 quickest compounds, and then at some point change. So I might start on super soft, go to ultras, or vice versa. Team objectives, there's always those 5 little ones in there as well. So the overview at the moment, Science and my teammate Verline is out on track. We'll have a look at the weather. Practice 1 is sunny, practice 2 is sunny, practice 3 is sunny, qualifying is cloudy, race is sunny, so no threat of rain there. Timing screen, live TV feed. Oh, that's quite nice seeing the F1 2017 bit come up. Here's Science in that very nice looking Toro Rosso, I must admit. And Bottas coming out. There's Verline in the Sauber. That's what Sauber looks like, and it is a really nice car. End of session, don't want to do that. So practice program then. We'll do a track acclimatisation straight away. Soft tyres will start, and usually I'll just go straight into flying lap, but we'll do a drive out then for the first time, which will be the very first lap in the career mode on this game, and hopefully I don't bin it into the first corner. That will be highly embarrassing. So then at the garage we come. Manual pit limiter. Got to work out what button it is. I think it's this one. No, it's that one. Oh, it's the same. Yeah, I've had to, because there's so many different controls on this game, and so many different things to do. Ooh, take it easy into the first corner actually. Right, here we go then. Down into turn 3. And here we are. This is it. This is the game. Oh God. Gotta get used to it. Gotta get used to it. So the various things that we can look at whilst we're on this outlap. First of all, the fuel mix there and the brake bias and everything like that is pretty self-explanatory. We had in the last game. This is the tyre wear screen. We had that as well. Temperatures as well. And this is the one that's new. This is gives you an overview of how much wear you're adding to all your parts. I've been told that things will start to drop off. Basically, if you're 20%, it's it's going a little bit, 30%, bit worse, etc., etc. But apparently, parts won't fail unless they hit 100%. So the MG UK won't fail at, let's say, 70% and stuff like that. It has to be at 100, but you will be massively down on power. So that's something to keep an eye on anyway. As we begin the track acclimatisation program. Very nice, done it already. First lap, perfect. I do like Australia. It's a very narrow but yet fast street circuit, and always seems to go quite well here. So then the track acclimatisation is done, and we've only just got 17 minutes left of the session, so we'll get another one in as well. We've also done 2 team objectives, which was beat the average top speed and chain 5 consecutive corners. The other one's set an optimal first sector time and qualifying pace, complete race strategy program of 2 different tyre compounds. Don't know how you do that. And complete a lap with at least 2 different car setups during a practice session. So we'll have a look at the overview at the moment. Track's fairly busy. Timings as well were 8 tenths off of our teammate, but he's on the super softs, we're on the softs, and we're at 29.8 at the moment, which is 4.5 seconds off of Kimi Räikkönen, who's on the supers. So we could look at Bottas really, who's also on the softs, and we're what's that, 3.7, 3.6. So yeah, there's still certainly plenty of room for improvement. Time management, fuel saving, qualifying pace and race strategy ones we can do. I might do a tyre management one now to try and get as many resource points as we can, and yeah, hopefully we can improve on like what is it we've done, a 29.8. Yeah, hopefully get down to a low. I wouldn't mind actually, because I still got to get used to the car. If we can do like maybe a 28, I don't know really, if I can do a 20, I don't know really. It's a difficult one to judge really, but at this stage, if I can get into like a 28.5 with a really quick lap on a fresh set of ultras, I think that'll be all right, I think. But anyway, we'll go and have a go at the tyre management one. 3 laps of this on the super soft tyres. This is we'll do flying lap, and this is of course the same as the F1 2016 one. You've got a delta time to beat, and you've also got to look after the tyres. You get a few points if you, as long as you beat the delta time, you will get points, but it's always better to be in the green or the purple than in the red. So this might be trial and error. Problem is, I've noticed though, we get 6 brand new sets of tyres, whether they're, whatever compound they are, but we've got 5 practice programs. So if we make a mistake in this one and we don't do it, or we don't get enough points, I can go again, but it will take away probably, we run wide there at the final corner, it will take away one of my sets of tyres, so which is a bit of an annoyance. But we'll put it up to rich mix anyway to give us a bit of a better chance to beat the delta time, and yeah, hopefully we can get some good points out of this. So end of the first one, we're 7 tenths into our target lap time and in the purple as well. Oh, we've completed it. Oh, okay. So if you get purple on any of the laps, that's it. It's like, yep, you're done. We know you can do it on 1 lap, so you can do it for the whole race. That's cool. So we don't have to do the whole 3 laps now. Get purple, and it's game over for that practice program. You don't have to do it anymore. So then, tyre management is done. We've managed to get a perfect score on our very first lap, which was very nice indeed. And as you can see there, we had more green in on the red. I took it easy, ran the very quick left-right chicane in sector 2. As you can see, it's all green, which is nice. A few braking zones there, and turning in as well whilst braking is obviously a bit of a red. But I'm pretty happy with the 50 points as well. Timing screens as well, we've managed to drop down to, where are we now? 28.2, so we've managed to get into the low 28s already. I think we've improved by 1.2 seconds because I went for a quick lap after the time management program was done. So we're already ahead of our teammate by at least 4 tenths per second, which is nice. I'm going to end practice 1 here. I could go out and get a couple more laps on the board, but we've done 7 already, which is more than anyone else. Ricardo hasn't set a lap time yet. or he just has, and Vettel and Magnussen are out there as well. So we'll end the session, see where we end up. I'm hoping it's going to be at least ahead of our teammate, unless he decides to put on a set of ultras. So then, yeah, FP1 is over. Vettel has taken #1 spot, and he's just beaten his teammate, who's on the super soft tyres. So Ferrari've got some nice pace here. It's 2x2 really, Ferrari, Mercedes, and Red Bull. Then we've got Lance Stroll up into 7th place. Palmer's in 10th. Which is a surprise to most people. Where do we end up? We were 18th in the end, so we managed to beat Pascal Wehrlein, our teammate, by 5 thousandths of a second. Wow. And a couple of attempts quicker than Van Dorn, who was on the soft tyres, and we was only a few hundredths off of Alonso, who's on the soft tyres as well. So it looks like we're going to be battling McLaren quite strongly here, but a 28.2 on the super soft tyres is encouraging anyway, just 3.3 seconds off the pace. So yeah, not bad really. We're right where we need to be straight away, which is always nice to see. Oh, we've got another cutscene here then, into the motorhome, and this will probably be the R&D bit. Yep, there he is. Chris was his name? Chris? I think it was Chris, wasn't it? So let's see what he's got to say. Okay. Cheeky. Oh, a phone call's more important than one of your drivers, is it? Oh, I see where I stand in a fucking pecking order. Oh, he's off on the phone then. We'll have a quick look around. Loads of screens, loads of data. Fuck all of it means to me. I'm just here to drive. Oh, is he done? You're not forgiven. I can get on the network. Have you got the Wi-Fi password then? C'est la vie indeed. Yeah, I've heard about this. Apparently you can pay for an upgrade with your tokens, resource points, as you see here, and they fail. And then you can get them back, but you pay like a discount. So let's say if something costs 2,000 and it fails, they'll be like, well, we can do it again. It would cost you, let's say, 500, which is okay, but annoying at the same time. So resource points then, blah, blah, blah. We know what these are. I see numbers at the bottom. The team have allocated you 2,250 resource points to help kick off development. That's very nice of them. And these are the points we've got from FP1. So quite a few here, to be honest. Very nice. Very nice indeed. So up to 2387. So well, no real point looking around really. And we'll have a look at the laptop then. And this is the R&D screen, and apparently it's a lot better than it used to be. So overview of me, research and development. As you can see there, we are the worst team of overall performance. This is vehicle management. We know that already. 9% already on some of it. Oh, 11% on the ICE already. Wow, 11%. Fucking hell, that's a lot. Gearbox 7% as well. And the other things as well. That's fine. Standings, current reputation level. I don't know what that means. Is that my reputation? I'm not too sure. It is my reputation. This is because this is my laptop. So what you see here is me. So the reputation level is where I stand with other teams. We had a good FP1. We beat a couple of drivers, and it looks like that a few teams are quite happy. But okay. And other things as well, leaderboards, trophy room. So we'll come back to research and development. Overall development progress, durability, chassis, aerodynamics, powertrain, and competencies. I've said that wrong, don't know what that means. Vehicle performance status, chassis and aeros, average powertrain is all right because we run a used Ferrari engine. So view R&D tree. And this looks like some sort of weird spirograph drawing that a child has done at school. This is massively updated from F1 2016, which I love. So we've got 4 components here, or 4 places to invest. Powertrain, engine. Aerodynamics is basically the chassis of the car. Aerodynamics is, you know, the wings, the under tray, the barge boards, that sort of thing. The chassis itself is to do with making everything lighter and more durable and reliable. and then the durability is the overall reliability and performance of the various parts of the car. So we'll look at chassis then. 0 out of 21 essentially means there's 21 bits to develop. We can develop this straight away, and to do any of this we have to do this first. If we do this and develop it, and it takes at the top there 2 weeks at a cost of 1,000 resource points, we then open up these 3, and we have to do this one if we want this one, and we have to do this one if we want that one or that one. These things here are minor, go towards this is a major upgrade, and apparently we've got some ultimate ones. Ultimate 2000 takes 6 weeks and it does a jump up. So all of these can be done throughout the course of the career, and obviously it all costs a bit more as well. In fact, it doesn't actually. Look, this one here's 1,000. So all the minor ones are the same price. The major ones are 15, and then the upgrades are 2,000. The major ones or the ultimate ones. Okay, so they're all the same price. Obviously, it'll take a while to get to them all. In here, we can spend credits as well. Resource points as well. Enhancements to the chassis factory improves efficiency, meaning 10% less resource points are required to create new chassis. Okay, so if we buy these things and they do go up in price, it basically means if we get all of these, everything's half price, which is nice. So that's to make things cheaper. And this one is to prevent things failing. And if we get all of these, which are a bit cheaper, there's a 37.5% chance of things not failing, or a better chance of things not failing, which is nice. So you can pay here to get things cheaper, and you can pay here to get things made better, as well as paying for things here to get in the first place. So that's nice. We'll go back. Durability is exactly the same as you can imagine. We've got to do this one first before we can do everything else. All these 1, 2, 3 is basically making things more durable. All of the engine components is major ones here. Powertrain is the engine bit really. And oh my god, look on the right, the performance comparison. McLaren are so bad. At the top there, Mercedes, Williams and Force India, they run this year's Mercedes engine. Ferrari and Haas run this year's Ferrari. Red Bull, Renault and Toro Rosso run this year's Renault. Then we run last year's Ferrari, which is why it's a bit down on power. And then Honda, obviously with McLaren, are terrible, so that's why they're at the back. And obviously we've got to do this one first to get all the other ones to basically make our engine better and quicker. And here as well, upgrade type, this will be again less resource points and more reliability for that. And obviously the aero is the same as well. We've got 2 bits there as well, so all pretty good to be honest. We can recommend upgrades as well, which I'm not really interested in, but we will crack on then to practice 2 and yeah, try and get some more resource points on the board.